Basic learning institutions, including primary and secondary schools, may have to resume learning without social distancing. Education CS Professor George Magoha now says it will be hard to achieve the 1.5 social distance requirement even after schools resume.
I hasten to say, Honorable Chair, that having personally visited our basic institutions, we shall not achieve what we call social distance. It is a fact. If you want, you can go and interrogate yourself, and yet the children must open and go back to school.
The CS, however, says face masks will be mandatory for every student when they resume learning. But as the government's taxpayer base has dropped, production and distribution of face masks has been prioritized to vulnerable schools in the slums.
In order to explain to the honorable members, masks are going to be mandatory for every learner. And yet, the taxpayer base for government has reduced. So we have moved around to look for masks. And I'm glad to say that UNICEF is going to make masks, about 700,000 of them. And we are going to identify the schools which are vulnerable in the slums.
As the school reopening puzzle still remains unsolved for parents and students, CS Magoha now says that reopening of basic learning institutions is dependent on how final year students in universities and TVET institutions will behave once they reopen learning next week.
We are going to monitor, and if these adults are okay, and with thorough consultation, we may then bite the bullet and allow our children, and the concept is to start with the examination class. I can see Honorable Milemba shaking his head, but if you look at the map, I'm sure you see this. It is not my decision. In fact, mimi ni surambaya tu, whatever I say is because the experts, the socians of this world, everybody, we sat down behind the back room and talked about this severally.
Nanok Lauren, TV 47.